Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel that's all about crystals and our feelings. So, I thought of this video yesterday. I thought of doing this video yesterday. Um, as you know, yesterday was a tumultuous and um, I think for most people difficult. Here in the US, we are experiencing um, all kinds of upheaval and threats to people's sense of safety, freedom, people's sense of self, and it's it's a sense of violation for many people, especially women. Um, and so there right now, here in America, but also around the world, there is a lot of very intense and heavy emotions. And especially the emotions of anger, sadness, and fear. And it can be really hard to think clearly when you're feeling emotions like that. And it might seem that, something like meditation or crystals or stones, that kind of stuff might seem, um, I don't know, trivial, or, you might think, how can that do anything in such chaotic times, with so many issues and problems and hurts and what can a stone or crystal do? Well, the beauty of these crystals is seen in when you are able to come to a place of centeredness. I always go back to meditation because that really is like the gateway to connecting with your own energy and connecting with subtle energies. Meditation, however that comes across to you, there are many ways to meditate, but um, meditation gives you brings you to a place of stillness that allows you to look around you and observe your environment without the filters of emotion. Um, and with practice and time, you can really start to notice different perspectives and um, you might just suddenly see something a little differently, but that small difference can just like blow your mind open because it's something you never thought of before. Meditation is the doorway to realizations like that, and coming into the real coming into understanding of your energy and how your energy interacts with other things, other people. And so crystals and stones can really help you, once you can connect with those subtle energies. They can help us find our center, they can help us be grounded, they can help us keep our emotions balanced. And why is that so important? Because when you're grounded and balanced and calm, even in the midst of turbulent feelings, if you can reach if you can be in that kind of state, you can take hold of your own choices. That sounds weird, but you can see the choices and the options that you have before you, and you can make informed and um, you can make informed decisions and choose, you know, the best option, because you're grounded. You're not being shaken and thrown around by emotion. You're not your vision isn't clouded. It's just, it really is so critical um, to practice getting in tune with these feelings. I can go on and on about that, but what I wanted to share in this video is our 4 stones that I think are really helpful during times like these, when the emotions are high and when there's a lot of heavy emotion, anger, and fear. So the first stone I want to share is golden apatite. Um, so this is a rarer form of apatite, or a rarer color. Um, a lot of apatite you see is blue or green or teal, but you can find it in gold, and it comes in these small crystals. I have 2 other crystals that are much smaller than this, so they can be pretty small, but the energy of this stone is so powerful. It took me a while to get comfortable with the energy of golden apatite, because it's it is strong in a sense of like, it's very expansive, it's very energizing, it's very uplifting. And that can sound like, oh, why would that, you know, be difficult to vibe with? And it's because when I first bought this stone a number of years ago, I was not at the vibrational level to really handle the energy of this stone. So when you're not at the level of a, you know, there are a lot of high vibration crystals out there, and if your own baseline vibration is too low, those high vibration crystals can feel uncomfortable. And I definitely learned that. I learned that lesson repeatedly. Like, it took me a while to figure it out, but yeah. However, nowadays, I am able to connect with this stone a lot better, and it's like, wow. It's like bright sunshine. It can dispel those low emotions, low vibrations. This stone gives energy to your self-confidence, your self-esteem. It boosts your willpower. You know, this is all about your solar plexus. This is a very yellow um, kind of stone. Yellow, resonating with the yellow ray, as they call it. So golden apatite is great if you're comfortable with its energy. It's great for boosting the mood. This next one, I did a video on this stone. This was one of my first videos, but this is black moonstone. Very different from golden apatite, but still, I think, a great stone when you're trying to manage your emotions. Now, moonstone, any color of moonstone, has a calming effect, a very noticeable, soothing effect on emotions. And it's balancing. And I chose black moonstone because this variety of moonstone is especially grounding and protective. And we all need more of that. right now. But it's also a stone of the divine feminine, being the color black and being um, connected with lunar energy. This is a divine feminine stone, so um, this stone can help you release tension. Um, this stone can, I think this stone can be a helpful aid in not just easing intense emotions, but it can also be helpful with creativity because it puts you in that more relaxed state of mind. The grounding and the protective energy of it really helps you let go of tension. So I think any kind of moonstone is good for soothing emotion or calming and balancing emotion, but black moonstone is special. So this next one is much more intense than moonstone, and I also did a video on this stone last year, and this is star ruby. Now you can just go for regular ruby, it has the same qualities. Star ruby has a bit more of an intense energy. Um, it is very grounding. Ruby is very energizing, especially around the root chakra and sacral chakra. I happen to feel this stone in my throat chakra quite strong. I'm not. I, I'm guessing the star quality of this stone, the star aspect, allows it to resonate with all of the chakras more easily than perhaps the regular ruby. Because that star, when a stone has a star, there's many stones that have star varieties like star garnet or black star diopside. Um, I know there's star sapphire. That star aspect has a high vibration, and it's more of, the higher chakras, and since it's a higher vibration, it's able to resonate with more than just the base or sacral chakras. So, but I chose this stone for this video because ruby is great for harnessing the energy of anger. This is an Aries stone, so it's pure fire energy, and you can meditate with this stone when you're feeling angry, and this stone can help you come up with a way of using the energy of that anger creatively, constructively. It can help you release that anger. You don't always have to do something with it. You can just release it as well. And ruby and star ruby can definitely help in just letting go of the anger. So I would definitely recommend, if you want to work with anger and work with that energy, ruby and star ruby is very good for that. And of course, I gotta say, if you are wanting to work on your emotions, please look for, make sure you have support, some kind of support around you, a therapist, mentor, someone who is trustworthy, because you don't want to be just by yourself, because these emotions, obviously, we all felt it, we're all feeling it. These emotions are really difficult, so we definitely need each other um, to carry uh, that weight and lift that weight. And this last one is not technically a stone or crystal, it's an organic, and this is pearl. This is a cultured pearl that I got many years ago. It's like a tie, something you clip to your necktie, but as you can see, it's just a small white pearl. Now, I recently, only recently, within the last few months, started to work with pearl. Even though I've had this for many years, but I'd never thought about using it, for the energy. Pearl is such a beautiful. It has such a beautiful energy to it. With pearl, this is something you want to have in contact with your skin. So you want to be holding it or have it on you so that it's touching you. Pearl does not radiate its vibrations the same way that a crystal might. See, but when I hold this and when I, touch the pearl or hold the pearl, um, I feel this very soothing, very nurturing energy around my heart chakra. This is a stone of Venus and Neptune. And Neptune is said to be the higher vibration or higher resonance of Venus, higher love, spiritual love, while Venus is the more earthly love, beauty, money, things like that. And Pearl embodies both of those energies. It's definitely very loving, but it's also a reflective stone. It can help you with looking within, introspection. Um, it can help with bringing truth to light. It can. Pearl is said to carry the vibrations and energy of wisdom and higher wisdom. So this is all around just a beautiful organic piece to have. Um, for me, I think this is an excellent metaphysical aid in soothing emotional wounds, soothing broken hearts, soothing anger, soothing fear. This pearl allows your emotions to, it allows things to flow, like water. So definitely, if you can find, pearls don't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be a flawless pearl. But if you can find a small, affordable pearl, I would highly recommend it. And it doesn't have to be symmetrically, shaped. It can be asymmetrical, whatever. And it can be any color. It could be a black pearl, a pink pearl. I see like cream colored pearls. Yeah, all of them are good. So I don't have any new songs to assign to these crystals, but I did want to mention that today I was walking outside. I was walking down one of the main avenues in Waikiki, and I mean, this is something I've been practicing. I did a video recently talking about the energy of trees and the energy of the Norfolk pine. And basically, I've just been practicing making that energetic connection with the earth, with Mother Earth, with trees, with the animals, just with Mother Nature around me. And as I was walking through, down the avenue here, I just was connecting so deeply. I felt such a deep and really powerful and beautiful connection with the nature around me, the trees, um, the flowers, the bushes. I mean, Hawaii, even in this skyscraper, well, not skyscraper, but high rise jungle of Waikiki, it's so lush. Hawaii is such a verdant place, and the energy is so loving and life-giving here. It's very, very healing, and being able to really make that connection, I just, it was incredible. It felt healing. It felt so supportive, and I got this message as I was walking in that energy, this message of no one is ever going to control me. Me being Mother Earth, Mother Nature. No one can control this. No one can control my power. And specifically, I heard, you know, no one can touch the mystery and power of my womb. And it made me think about how, if you pay attention to science news, which I like to do because science news is actually quite uplifting given the, current state of affairs. If you pay attention to science news, scientific news, people are discovering new species just about every day. And it's honestly so incredible to read about. It's as if these new species, these incredibly beautiful birds and reptiles and fish just popping out of nowhere. And I think it's so easy for us to think that, oh, we've seen it all or we know about all the animals. I think Mother Earth is like, pop, like, here's a new one, here's a new kind of frog, here's a new kind of fish, here's a new bird. Like, where is it come from? How did we not see it before? Like, when did it arrive? It's just, it gives me a lot of hope. It reminds me of, it reminds me that, in spite of all of the environmental damage that we are witness to, Mother Earth is still alive and well, and no one can control her. No one can control her life-giving power. So, just wanted to share that. Please remember to leave any comments or questions down below, and as always, thank you so much for vibing with me.